Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we follow the ongoing mission to restore power to the mountains as many begin their third day without it. And as people continue to clean up from Sunday's storms, Kentucky passes 2,200 confirmed cases of COVID-19. And today is the final day of the General Assembly in Frankfort, where lawmakers hope to finalize a drastically altered state budget.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Katie Cook. It is Wednesday, April the 14th, and your time is about 5 o'clock this morning. Let's check in with Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast. Brandon, I had to drag out that winter coat this morning because it was just so cold out there.
Absolutely. There is actually a freeze warning in effect. We'll talk more about that, but it is kind of frigid this morning and a lot of folks in the dark without heat. Thoughts and prayers are with those this morning. Let's take a look and see what's going on the satellite and radar. Everything cleared out. Had a little bit of a brief snow squall sometimes last night, but all that has gone by. The wayside, again, it's just been crazy. The weather and everything else going on the past few days. Let's take a look at that freeze warning. It's in effect until 10 o'clock for basically the entire region. So you're going to have frost on your cars this morning as you get up. Some visibility issues as well. Dense fog across parts of the area, less than 1 mile or close to zero visibility in Somerset, London, Jackson, Hazard, and Williamsburg. So take care out there this morning. Temperatures running in the 20s and 30s right now. They'll continue to drop through about the late morning hours. So your frost scrape alert for today, maybe 5 to 10 extra minutes. Again, it'll be between a minute to 2 to 5 to 10, depending on how thick it is this morning. And your coffee meter is all the way up to max this morning. So again, just be careful out there early if you have to travel. Fog, frost, just give yourself plenty of time to get around. Temperatures, they'll get up to 55 this afternoon as the sunshine returns. Katie?
All right, Brandon, thank you. This morning, tens of thousands of Eastern Kentuckians are still without power. Nearly 1,000 men and women are trying to repair the damage left behind by hurricane-force winds Sunday night. What was more than 62,000 Kentucky Power customers without electricity is now down to around 26,000. Kentucky Power is in the process of finishing up assessments and will then focus solely on getting the lights back on for everyone else.
We should start seeing the ETRs or FETRs, field estimated time of restoration, coming onto the orders today and tonight so that they'll see them for their specific. And I encourage people to use the app, get downloads from those, texts from those of when it's going to come on, because when our people update it from the field, it'll text those customers and you can go in and create a free account.
As of this morning, the most outages were in Knott, Leslie, Letcher, Perry, and Pike counties. More than 90% of all customers in Leslie County are without power. Well, Sunday's storms brought down a massive tree in Hazard. This is in the Lothair community. The tree is roughly more than 120 feet tall and was measured at 17 feet around. Members of the King family live on both sides of the tree and said it was loud when it fell. Now they are cleaning it up and thanking God it did not land on anyone's house.
I appreciate how people jumped in to help other people, and we were 2 or 3 different places yesterday trying to help people that were blocked in. But the Lord's good to us.
It is a poplar tree. They say that they should be done with cleanup by the end of the week. Well, Highway 15 was shut down in Perry County last night after a crash. Kentucky State Police could not confirm what led up to the crash or if there are any injuries. We know the crash happened sometime after 10 last night. As of this morning, the road is back open. Now we will update the story as we will learn more over on our website, WYMT.com. In Pike County, the Kentucky Energy and Environment Cabinet sent a crew to help one family after a soupy mudslide came rushing off the hill and onto their property. We're told this was on Chloe Road. At last check, work was still underway to clean up the mess. And many in Leslie County are beginning to clean up, including Kenneth Purvis, who lost his shed and his new dog kennel. On Sunday night, everything went dark and he heard a crash. He found pieces of his garage all over his property and across the road. He also had tin blow off the back half of his roof. The winds were so strong he thought a tornado was coming through. And as people continue to clean up from Sunday's storms, we learned that Kentucky now has more than 2,200 cases of COVID-19. Governor Beshear also announced 11 more deaths from the virus. At least 115 people have died from the coronavirus in Kentucky. And the governor says Kentucky is doing better at finding personal protective equipment, or PPE. The state can get PPE by buying it, manufacturing it, or through donations. Although the state now has thousands of items, it's still not enough because virtually all the items are designed for one-time use. Well, today is the last day of Kentucky's regular legislative session. COVID-19 shortened it by 7 days this year. Lawmakers are looking at the budget, which Governor Beshear vetoed parts of. They're also looking at the COVID-19 response. State Senator Damon Thayer wants to see some loosening or restrictions soon, especially those on elective medical procedures.
Our hospitals in Kentucky are losing $20 million a day right now because of the ban on elective surgeries. And I'm calling on the governor to work with the Kentucky Hospital Association to get these hospitals open again.
Governor Beshear did express concern that lawmakers are meeting on both the last days of this session. Kentucky lawmakers voted to override Governor Beshear's veto of the voter ID bill. That law requires voters to show a photo ID to vote. In defending his veto, Governor Beshear questioned lawmakers how someone could get an ID while places to get one are closed due to the coronavirus. Those in support of the voter ID law say it's designed to prevent fraud in elections. And a new version of Marcy's Law will appear on the ballot in November. The proposal would create more rights for crime victims. It first passed 2 years ago and was approved by voters, but a Supreme Court decision struck it down. Kentucky lawmakers passed the proposal yesterday before it was signed by Secretary of State Michael Adams. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, yesterday was the first day of state-sponsored drive-through COVID-19 testing. We'll tell you how it went.
It's a cold and foggy morning across the mountains, but conditions will improve later today. I'll have a full forecast in about 3 minutes.